G'day guys, welcome back to another video. This is Bailey and Rawson, hope you're all doing well. Today we are at good old Westfield Tea Tree Plaza, or TTP for short, in Modbury, South Australia, which is a suburb of Adelaide, by the way. Today at TTP we're going to be doing a full tour of the lifts at TTP. There are lots of interesting ones here. I've never done a full lift tour video before. I've been doing kind of individual videos. This time I'm actually going to combine all the elevators into one video. So hope you all enjoy this video and let's go down there. Oh my God, that was awful. To start this video off, we are at the new part of TTP, which opened in 2018. Which is filled with lots of cool restaurants and cafes such as TGI Fridays, Grilled and all that stuff. And it also has the revamped Hoyt Cinemas, which also opened around the same time, of course. To take you up to Hoyt's, we actually have a Kone monospace elevator, so let's take it for a ride. Before we get in there, let's note this really cool artwork, which is an impression of the South Australian native flora, according to this sign here. Here's some information about it. This is done by Hiriyasu Tsuri. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go for a ride in the Kone. And there it is. As you can see, the door opens both sides. And the buttons are on separate sides too. So we're going to go up to level 2. And here we go.
Second floor.
And here we are. The other door opens. As you can see, there's the Hoyts and the Kosso restaurant. We're going to go back down to 1, of course. Get a look at the cab. Pretty basic. There's a little screen there showing all the restaurants near Hoyt's Lux. Before we get out, here's the information. 21 persons and 1,600 kilos. Oops. Let's watch it go. And now let's go inside TTP and have a look at the other ones. Okay, so now we're inside the food court. And to my right here, there is a sign that says lift to level 2. And as you may have guessed, this is one of the few elevators in the shopping centre, in the main part of the shopping centre that takes you up to level 2. It is in a rather weird spot, but it's still pretty interesting anyway. So it's a mid-2000s Kone with orange EcoDisc buttons. There are some people in it currently, so we have to wait a few seconds. The weird thing I've noticed is that the button here says 0, but there's no level 0, it's just levels 1 and 2, as you can tell by the indicator here. It's a pretty daggy looking cab, but it's pretty reliable for the most part. It smells a bit funny in here too. Gotta love that classic orange Kone indicator. Here we are in level 2. Let's go back down to level 1 and get a cab view. It's not in the best condition, but the elevator runs pretty smooth for the most part. It takes up to 13 persons and 1,000 kilos. This was installed in 2006. And you can see it's got the powered by Kone EcoDisc button. And there it goes. Righty, so now we're inside Myer, and down here used to be some original 1970s Johns and Waygood elevators with buttons that were similar to Otis Pre-Lexans, but these were replaced at around 2022, I believe. And you can tell this is from the 70s because of all this funky tiling in here. It's pretty funny, isn't it? And you can see from this blank panel here, that's where the old call buttons used to be. They moved them down here. There's one already waiting for us. I believe this is modernised by Schindler, but I'm not exactly sure. Go up to level 4. This elevator used to take you down to level 1, but that's since been closed down because there is no longer a level 1 in Maya. That level 1 is now occupied by Time Zone and JB Hi-Fi respectively.
Level 4.
Here we are on level 4. This elevator overall, while not as cool as the original, it runs overall much smoother because the Johnson Waygood elevator used to be quite clunky. Get a cab view. Nice floorboards. Pretty big elevator. Seems like it's a tiny bit smaller than the original, but I can't, it's probably the same size, but it feels a bit smaller for some reason. So we're now at the other end of TTP, going towards Woolworths and Big W. And down here is the more busier elevator that takes you through the main part of the shopping centre itself. It's a pretty generic, I think it's a Schindler. Well, it's maintained by Schindler anyway. But it's a glass elevator, so it's pretty cool. Now watch it go down. Here it comes. It's a hydraulic elevator. And let the magic happen. And there it is. So you can see the glass view. Let's go up to level 2. The pretty hilarious thing is that for those, aside from the indicator numbers being kind of wrong, the background used for the indicator is actually, for if you Apple fans like me might recognize, is actually the macOS 10.4 Tiger background, but upside down, if you can actually see here. So that's pretty funny. Anyway, up to level 2. Let's look at the view. Runs pretty nicely, it's pretty smooth. And there is the view of the travelators and some of the other shopping centres. We'll go back to level 1, and by the time we get out, we'll get a cab view. Let's look at this view again. And the view is now gone. Let's get a cab view really quickly before we get out. So as you can see, this elevator does get quite crowded, so I'm not going to film too much more of it for people's privacy. And we'll watch it go with making sure no one's in the picture. Now we're going to check out the really large elevator that serves the car park, except it's not really inside the shopping centre itself, it's kind of outside. There are lots of car parks at TTP, but this is the one that takes you upstairs, and so as a result there's an elevator in there. There's a sign, it says to lift. Like the Eco Disc I showed you earlier, it's in a pretty dodgy spot, at least in this part anyway. Used to be a pretty generic elevator, well it probably still is, but it has been modernised in recent years, probably around 2018. It is absolutely huge. We'll go up to level 3 because this car park serves from level 2 and level 3 respectively. And you can see the macOS 10.4 Tiger background again on the indicator.
Going up.
And it's got a pretty noisy voice. It's pretty slow, probably because it's a hydraulic elevator.
Level 3.
And there's the upstairs car park. We will now go back down to level 2 and get a cab view on the way out. Takes a while to close.
Going down.
This takes up to 45 persons and 3,060 kilos. So this is a pretty large one. Get a cab view real quick before we head out.
2.
Again, pretty basic, nothing special in here, but it is pretty big. Takes about 5 business days to close. Well guys, that's all the elevators at Tea Tree Plaza. I must admit, these elevator videos are extremely awkward to film, especially in shopping centres like this, because you want to get some good footage and all, but honestly, like, some people get in the way and you don't want to film them because of their privacy and whatnot, so it does make it a little bit awkward to film. Now, of course, my commentary is not amazing, but hey, at least I tried. Anyways, I better get to what I'm really here for, and that is Christmas shopping. So I better stop this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. Hit that notification bell if you can. This is Bailey and Rawson signing out. Have a good one. G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to G'day guys, welcome back to another video. This is Bailey and Rawson. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing G'day guys, welcome back to another video. This is Bailey and Rawson. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are at good old Westfield Tea Tree. We'll go back to level 1. Now let's go to the other end of the shopping centre to film the final elevator. Now let's go to the other part of the shopping centre. So now without further ado, and now last but not least, we'll go to the other part of the shopping centre through the top floor, because there was one more elevator there that I'd like to show you. Well, that's all the elevators at Tea Tree Plaza. Hope you guys enjoyed this really awkward video. Well guys, that's all the elevators at TTP. We're going to find out how cheeky I am. So you press the button to find out how cheeky I am. Early riser cheeky. Interesting. Well, I mean, I do like to get up early on Christmas morning. Christmas is one of my favourite times of the year, so I guess it kind of makes sense.